Hello students, today we are going to discuss the IPC nomenclature of some complex organic compounds. Complex organic compound nomenclature mainly depends upon the specific rules, that is called Iupac rule, IPC nomenclature rules, and we have to follow the rules for the specific nomenclature for particular class of organic compounds for specific conditions we have to follow. So what are the terminology used in this nomenclature for complex compound we have to first discuss. First one is the terminology. Some terminology used in nomenclature. First one is parent chain. Parent chain. Substituent. Locant. Primary suffix. Secondary suffix. Primary suffix, secondary suffix, word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix, word root, substituted substituent, then prefix, priority order, of functional group. So these are some important terms we will use in the nomenclature. So we will discuss this thing where it comes. Okay, but one thing remember, parent chain means longest chain. This is the longest chain. Longest selected chain, carbon chain, that is called parent chain. Substituent attached to parent chain, that is substituent. Locant means position of substituent in the parent chain, that is called locant. And suffix, and we know suffix which will be written in the end of the nomenclature, last part of the nomenclature, and prefix the beginner. But primary, secondary suffix, primary suffix generally ane, ene or yne. These mainly indicates primary suffix. If this type of compound is, this type of chain is there, double bond, single bond, triple bond, then ane, ene, yne will be start from the nomenclature, not from beginning. Suffix means before the end. Again primary suffix, then secondary suffix. Secondary suffix means functional group. Main functional groups. Then word root means your prefix. That is also called prefix. Number of carbon atoms. That means meth, eth like this, meth, eth, prop like this. Prefix will be used in the nomenclature. Substituted substituent means when the substituent is again branched chain substituent, that is called substituted substituent. Prefix already first part of the nomenclature, prefix either carbon chain or name of the prefix means name of the group which will be written in the beginning, that is called prefix. Priority order, that is very important. Priority means if the number of functional groups are more than one in the chain, if the organic compound having more than one functional group, then it follows the priority order. Which functional group has more importance, on that basis the rule is fixed. So priority order of functional groups, let me also write the priority order, that is also very important. Priority order means the arrangement of different functional groups on the basis of their importance, which is giving more importance. That means the more important functional group has higher priority, then it will be a suffix, it will be considered as a suffix. Higher priority order functional group taken as suffix, and the lower priority order group taken as prefix. This is very important. Which will be suffix, which will be, suppose more than one is there, let it be 2. If 2 functional group is there, the higher priority functional group will be written as a suffix. Then the other will be considered as a prefix. This is very important. Which will be suffix, which will be prefix. The order of priority, order of different functional group is like this. First is that ammonium salt, first carboxylic acid, then sulfuric acid, then acid anhydride, then ester, then acid halide, then acid amide, nitriles, then isonitriles, aldehyde, then ketone, aldehyde, ketone, then alcohol, then double bond, then triple bond. So these are the very important that priority order of different functional groups. Higher priority means more importance. The group which has higher priority will be considered as suffix. This is very important. Suffix means it will be written in the last. And the remaining group which has a lower priority group, which is lower priority in order, will be considered as a prefix. So this is the main condition for main rules for the priority order of the functional group. So that then which group will be, which name will be written at the first, then which will be written at the last. Higher priority order means that will be written in the last as a suffix, and the lower priority group will be considered as a prefix. So this thing is very important, you have to remember. Then so these are some important rules regarding the nomenclature of complex organic compounds. Then we will start from, let it be branch and alkane. For branch chain alkane. For branch and alkane, for let it be considered a simple. I will start from the simple nomenclature. CH3, CH3, then CH3. This is very just starting. Here, if you see the longest chain, 1, 2, 3, you have to select the longest chain. The rule is the selection of longest chain. Then numbering 1, 2, 3. This is the longest chain. It will be also 1, 2, 3, but we have to consider the straight chain first. 1, 2, 3. So this is the longest chain. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. All carbon atom will not be counted. Only the chain, main chain will be counted. If the group attached to the main chain will not be counted for the parent chain. Only parent chain will be the select continuous longest chain. So 1, 2, 3. Here. So this is the parent chain, and parent chain contains 3 carbon, and as it is alkane having single bond, so it is propane. 1, 2, 3 propane. Clear? If it will be not there, then it will be propane. But at position 2 methyl is attached. So this is the substituent. This is called substituent group attached to the parent chain. So name will be, the rule is that first we have to write the locand. Here the locand is 2. Then name of the substituent, that is methyl. Then the parent chain, main chain is 3 carbon. It is the part of alkane, that's it is propane. So this is the nomenclature of this one. Okay. If you take some more branch like this, CS3, CH, CS3, then how can you select? The first rule is select the longest continuous chain. Here the longest chain you see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the longest chain. But which direction you have to count? When you when you select the longest chain, after selection of longest chain, you have to give the number of the carbon atom in the parent chain. Numbering will be done in such a way that the locand should be minimum. That is very important. Minimum locand rule. Minimum locand rule. You have to follow. Minimum locand rule you have to follow. So if you start from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 position and 4 position contain methyl group. 3 position and 4 position. If you count this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 position and 3 position coming. So 2, 3 coming from left to right, and from right, from bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 is coming. From left 2, 3, and from bottom 3, 4. So it is the correct way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So longest chain is 5, containing 5 carbon, and here substituent is 1 methyl, and here also 1 methyl. 2 methyls is there. If 2 methyls is there, we can use that dye. We can use dye. And what are your locand? At the same substituent, then it can be right together. So locand will be 2 position methyl, 3 position methyl. So what is the name? 2 comma. Comma will be used for in between the number. 2 locand, 3 locand, name is dimethyl. Hyphen will be used, then dimethyl. 2 methyl is there, that's why dimethyl. Then parent chain contains 5 membered carbon. R is a alkane, so it is a pentane. Practice is important. You can understand, no problem, but you have to practice so many examples, then you will be you will have good knowledge regarding nomenclature. It requires practice. I hope you will do. Then this is one examples. If the group is written in the combined form, condensed form, before numbering, try to expand it. If it will contain C2H5, try to write CS2, CS3. Any condensed group is there, try to expand the group before giving the nomenclature. Before selecting the longest chain, you have to expand the groups, the condensed group. So in this way we can do. Another example we can take. If you write in this way, CS3, CH, CS3, CH, C2H5, CH2. In this case, just you see. Here, if you select the longest chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 longest. Here if you do like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both are coming. But if you see, when you are counting, you have to see the longest chain, that the parent chain, which that must be more branched. Branched parent chain will be more preferable than unbranched. So you have to see more number of branching should be more. So this is the case if you start from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is coming. If you start from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here what happens? Only one substituent will be there. But in this case, either left to right or right to left if you take, then both cases 2 substituents are coming. So 2 substituents are coming means it is better. It is more correct. So, and the position, that is locand should be minimum. We have to follow the all rules. So locand should be minimum. Here locand is 2, here locand is 3, total is 5. But if you write from right side if you start, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, that is 9 is coming. Right to left 9 and left to right is 5. So that's why left to right is more accurate nomenclature. So 2 position is methyl and 3 position ethyl. As per the rules, the substituents should be written in alphabetical order. Alphabetically order. In alphabetical order. In alphabetical order means you have to write that what? You have to write which one third? E means ethyl here. So 3 ethyl, then 2 position methyl. So 3 ethyl, 2 methyl, then parent chain contains 6 carbon means hexane. Okay? You have to practice. So today we discuss what many think about the branch and alkane. If any branch and alkane is there, then you can do in this way. If the molecules are branching also, then you can select which is the correct order. Second part is containing functional group. Containing functional groups. If functional group is there, for example, let us start like this. Suppose CH3, CH, CH2, CH2, CH, double bond, CH2. Here the functional group is double bond. If functional group is there, the rule states that you have to count in such a way that the locand of the functional group should be minimum. The minimum locand rule is always applicable. It is always applied, the minimum locand rule. So here you have to count like this. And the unsaturation, if unsaturation is there, try to consider the double bond, triple bond in the parent chain. So numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you start from left to right, it will become 1, 2, 3, 4. In left to right, it will be 4 position. But in right to left, it is 1 position. So minimum locand rule, that's this is the correct. So naming will be as it is alkene. Alkene means you know that is suffix is ene. So 1 position is ene. We can write like this. It is what way? 1 has 5 carbon, 1 pentene. 1 pentene, or it can has pent 1 ene. Pent 1 ene. Pent 1 ene. That is same as 1 pentene. So in different way you can write. Okay, this is the containing functional group. If for example you take functional groups and having a saturation group is there like this. So if you see the position of the substituent, it will be 1, 2 position is coming, and double bond in this way 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming. but right to left, one double, your double bond position is 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 will substitute. But the rule is, if functional group is there, we have to take first importance for the functional group. Its position should be minimum. Here, the substituent position will not be considered. Here, importance will be given to functional group. So, numbering will be start from right side. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Because double bond is from the beginning. Double bond position, triple bond position should be minimum in the parent chain. So 4 will be the substituent. So name is, what is the name? 4-methyl. This 4-methyl. Then one position is your double bond and parent chain is 5. So 1-pentene. This is 1-pentene. Or 4-methyl pent 1-ene, both are correct. So this is regarding functional groups. Okay. If more than one functional group is there, containing functional group, only one case, you have to start from that case. The minimum locant should be minimum. But if more than 3, more than 2 functional group present. If more than 2 functional group is there, then we have to follow priority order. Priority order will be followed. Very important. More than one functional group is present in the organic compound means we have to follow priority order. For example, here suppose, same example you take, suppose C has 2 OH, then CH2, CH2, CH double bond CH2. So here, in this case, 2 functional group present. One is alcohol, another is double bond. But as per the priority order, that already you have written, alcohol group has higher priority than double bond, than triple bond. So what happens? The higher priority group will be considered as a suffix and the lower priority will be considered as prefix. So what happens? Higher priority is alcohol, so locant should be minimum. We will start from here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So nomenclature will be what happens? Here as one position is OH group and 4 position is ENE. So we can start that. Here what is the parent chain? 5. 5 means you can write pent. Pent is your word root. Already I have told you word root. Word root means the prefix, number of carbon atom. If complicated molecule is there, that some complex molecule is there, more than one functional group is there, first follow the word root rules. What is the word root rules? You write the prefix first. Here, as it has 5 carbons, so pent will be written. Pent, because no substituent is here, only parent chain and functional groups. So pent, then which will come? It is the lower priority, so it will come pent. Then En position is 4, 4 En. ENE, it is En. En means double bond. Then hyphen, what is the position of priority, higher priority functional group? That is one position, that is all. So 1 all. Pent 4En 1 all. That means, what is that? You can also write 4-pentanol. It is also correct. 4-pentanol. 4-pentanol. 4-pentanol also indicates what? That 4 position contain En and 1 all means it is simply written as pentanol. No one position not required to show. So both are correct. This is also correct and second one also correct. 4-pentanol or pent 4En 1 all. This is the name of this group here containing two functional groups. And remember groups like aldehyde and your acids always terminal functional group. Always it will be written at the end. Carboxyl group and your aldehyde group are considered as a terminal group. You have to remember these things. Okay. Another example we can take like this. For example is like this. CH2 OH CH CHO CH2 then CH CH3 then COOH. You see, it is a complicated, not complicated, it is the complex compound having two or more functional groups. OH, that is alcohol group, CHO, that is aldehyde group, then COOH, that is your carboxyl group. So three functional groups are there: acid, aldehyde and alcohol. How can we give the nomenclature? The rule is we have to follow the priority order. If higher priority group will be taken for suffix, so locand should be minimum. So you can start from here. As these contain already carbon, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the parent chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then what is the substituent? Your substituent is OH group, one substituent, and CHO group is also another substituent, methyl is also one substituent. So three substituent, because it will be not considered as a suffix, it will be considered as a prefix. Already I have told you in the priority order that a higher priority will be suffix and lower priority will be prefix. Here lower priority is alcohol and aldehyde, it will be considered as a prefix. Already we have discussed the prefix name of functional groups and suffix name of functional group. So as it is a 5-member parent chain, so we can say that it is. Then what are the substituent here? Substituent is 2 position is methyl, 4 position is formyl. CHO group is called formyl, that is your prefix name, and 5 is hydroxy. So hydroxy H, formyl is F, and CH is methyl. So as per the alphabetical order, which will come first? F will come first. FGH. So F means formyl. 4 formyl. 4 position is formyl. F is coming. Then 5 hydroxy. 5 hydroxy. Because 5 position is a hydroxy group. So 5 hydroxy. OH group prefix name is hydroxy, and here 2 methyl, 2 methyl, then parent chain 5-member having carboxylic acid group, so it is pentanoic acid, So again I am repeating, as the group that the organic compound contains alcoholic group, aldehyde group, methyl group and carboxyl group. As per the priority order, acid has more priority, so normally you start from that side, minimum locand group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is, and the remaining will be prefix. Your OH is prefix, that is hydroxy, CH is prefix, that is formyl, and CH3 is methyl. So in alphabetic order, so formyl is coming first, so 4 formyl, then 5 position is hydroxy, then 2 position is methyl, then 5-member carbon having acid group, that is pentanoic acid. Please, one thing remember, you try to practice the simple organic compound that already discussed in the last lesson. So in the 2 lessons already I have completed, that is the nomenclature of simple organic compounds, having simple compounds, having small number of carbon atoms, having one functional groups. What is the common name, what is the IPC name, already discussed. So this thing first you practice, then you will go to the complex nomenclature rules. So in the next class we will discuss the remaining rules of the IPC nomenclature of the complex organic compound. Okay, so you practice. Okay, very good, thank you.